One of the most asked questions about starting a group travel business is how can I actually make money in this business? You see, the lack of this information have made so many people not to pursue their dream of starting their own group travel business. There are a lot of information in this industry that have been gatekept for a very long time. But today in this video, you will understand how travel agents make money when they organize their group travel and how you can also do the same when you get into this business. So, in order for you to understand this properly, we'll be using a case study of a lady called Sandra Phil. So meet Sandra Phil. She is a passionate lady that really wants to start a group trip brand. And after watching my previous videos, she bettered her brand called Go Nomad. Now, what does her brand do? Go Nomad is a travel agency that is only into group traveling. She caters for remote workers, business owners, influencers, content creators, and all those who want to go on trips but have to bring their work along. This is a customized brand to see the world while you work. So Sandra Phil actually started a brand where business owners, content creators, freelancers, remote worker, as long as you are in control of your time. But then again, just because you're working does not mean that you won't live the lifestyle that you've always dreamed of. So that is why Go Nomad was bettered. Sandra already designed her logo and unnecessary brand assets on Canva, and now she wants to understand how can I really make money from this business? After getting her logos and everything ready, her brand color, everything is intact. Now she wants to understand how she can actually make money running this business. So, what she did was she watched this video on how to make money as a group travel agent, and Sandra launched her first offer immediately and made six-figure profit out of it. Now, I'll be showing you how Sandra made money and how you can also be like Sandra when you start a group travel business. Guys, guess what? Sandra Phil finally launched her first offer. Yes, the last time I told you that she was actually watching this video, and after watching this video, she figured out how to make money and everything about how to price her package. So Sandra launched her first offer called the CEO's package. And guess what? She sold out immediately on just 15 slots. Sandra being new in this business, do not really want to do more than herself. So she said, okay, you know what? Let me just start with 15 people and let me see how it goes so that I'll be able to give my best while doing this. As a new person, she doesn't want to overdo and under deliver. So it's better she do something that she can actually deliver in. And Sandra sold out on the 15 slots immediately. And now let us take a look at Sandra's offer. So Sandra's offer is titled No Ball with Work Fun Trip. It's a CEO's package. She said you don't have to get bored of your working, right? You can still have fun while you make money. So this package is for all those who own businesses and in control of your time. Go Nomad is giving you the opportunity to live the life that you love. Yeah, Sandra is really taking big, bold steps. So it's a 14 days travel trip, 4 days in Benin Republic, where you'll be staying in a five-star hotel with a lot of activities, and 4 days in Lomé, where you stay in a beautiful resort accommodation with lots of beautiful activities. Then we have 7 days in Accra. You'll be staying in an exquisite six-bedroom Airbnb with a lot of activities. Sandra didn't just stop there. This proved to me that Sandra actually watched videos and took notes. Yeah, she watched my previous videos and took notes of everything. Sandra went ahead and added some beautiful bonuses. You can call them gifts. She'll be giving out branded water flags, luxury towels, and headsets for you to enjoy your music as long as you're part of her traveling group. Wow, you can see what I said, that Sandra is taking big and bold steps. Sandra made six figures already in her first launch, and here I'll be showing you several ways that you can steadily make six figures on every trip, just like Sandra. Now, let's look at the first one, which is the markup. Markup is simply when you add your profits to the total cost of a trip. Now, here is the breakdown of what Sandra did to get the cost per traveler and also made her first profit in the business. So, for this, her 900,000 naira trip, which is also $900, total accommodation for a person, this cost is per person. Total accommodation is 350,000 naira. Total transport cost is 100,000 naira. All activities and events that you do there is 50,000 naira. Then total feeding is 100,000 naira. Border protocol is 50,000 naira. All these costs is for per person. Now, the total to be spent on each traveler is 650,000 naira, which is $650. As a business person, you do not have to sell at exactly that price because you are in this business to make money, and a lot of time, your effort, fears, overwhelming feelings, doubts, and all have been invested in this. So, for this trip, it costs 900,000 naira per individual, and everything we calculated for all the expenses per person is 650. Now, if you do your maths correctly, 900 minus 650 is going to give 250,000 naira profit on each traveler. Now, that 250,000 naira profit on each traveler, when you times it or multiply it by the 15 people that currently bought Sandra's offer, you will see that she will be making a total of 3,750,000 naira, which is $3,000, 750, right? So that is the estimated profit in one trip. Now, apart from making this profit, there's something we call the emergency purse, which is very advisable that you should have. Sandra is wise enough to understand this. Yes, she's very happy that she made 3,750,000 naira, but then she now thought to herself, what if anything comes up during the trip and needs some financial billings, right? Some financial expenses. So, am I going to ask my travelers to start contributing money? Doing that as a new brand is really going to give you bad review. Do you get? It's really going to give this incompetent kind of feeling. So, you know what? Sandra, as a smart girl, now said, okay, since I made 3,750 on markup, that is just as a markup profit on a trip. Then if I remove 500,000 naira and put into the emergency purse, I still have 3,250,000 naira left. And the 3,250 is now her total markup profit. You get, why the 500,000 naira in the emergency purse is still her own, but is for the emergency that might arise in the course of this trip. But by the end of this trip, if nothing actually came up, Sandra can take back that money and add it up to her 3,250,000 naira, making everything she made on the trip 3,750,000 naira on markup profit. This is just one way that she have earned on this trip. Now let's look at the several ways that she also made money from in this same trip that you can also use in your own business. Before I proceed, let me tell you something. Most beginners feel so bad or kind of have this fear when adding profit because they think they are cheating their clients. You are not cheating your client, you are selling convenience, happiness, you're selling good life, and above all, you are selling networking and building a community for them all. So all these are very beneficial to the client. You have to stop feeling guilty or stop having this fear of what if the money is too much? What if I'm charging them too much? They are not paying for hotels, transportation or food because they can actually get those by themselves. You are helping them to build a dream lifestyle that most of them cannot get single-handedly, either because of how buried they are in their works or because of procrastination or even for financial reasons, as we all know that dis kind of offers that come in group always come way more affordable as a group than when you want to do a solo travel. You get? So you need to erase that fear of, oh, what if I'm cheating them? What if I'm overcharging? You are not overcharging. The second way to make money in this is through the negotiated discount, the one we know as the secret profit. Now, how does this work? This is a part where an experienced or smart agent make serious money that is hidden from the travelers. This deal is gotten behind the official screen. Now, Sandra, being a smart girl, even though she was just new to this business, decided to negotiate with the service provider that she hasn't met before. And luckily, she got through successfully and made some money from this. Money she made here is an NDA deal, kind of, right? Because it's a non-disclosure kind of thing. You don't need to tell the travelers, nobody had to know, just between her and the service provider. You get, while maintaining the on-screen official prices. These are hidden discounts that Sandra negotiated for. It doesn't concern her clients, like I said. Her job is to make sure that she fulfill their expectations and give them a wow experience. Whatever she did to achieve this negotiated discounts, it's none of their business. It is not for their ears. It is a business secret and should remain that way. So let's look at how Sandra got this deal. So after the service providers have in the visiting countries, they are going to Lome, Benin, and Accra. So after they've given her the prices, and she used these prices to create her offer, right? So she now thought to herself, wait, oh, she like this now, I can also negotiate and see if I can get something, if they can remove some money. You get? So she took her phone and starts reaching out to them. So she called them and negotiated for discounts as a smart girl. You get? And like I said, this is a secret money, is a secret thing. So she negotiated and luckily she got some discounts, and that is where we'll be seeing how much she made with this negotiated discount. This is another way that most of your travel agents actually make money without you knowing. Do you get? So if you want to go into this business, you have to learn all of this. Let's take a look at this table. Here we have a table where I explained how she made money from negotiated discounts. Here you can see the services, the on-screen price, which is the official price, the negotiated, which is the hidden, then the profit she made on each. So for transportation, you can see the normal price, the official price they gave her was 100,000 naira per person, accommodation 350 per person, feeding 100,000 per person. So she now negotiated and said, okay, can you give me some discounts? They now agreed, and the transportation she got 15,000 naira discount. That is, she'll be paying, instead of 100,000 naira that she collected from her traveler, she'll be paying 85,000 naira to the service provider handling the transportation. Now for accommodation, instead of the 350,000 naira that she'll be paying for the sum total of all the accommodation in the three countries, she reached out to all those accommodation providers or service providers and got a total discount of 20,000 naira, right? So instead of 350,000 naira per traveler, she ended up paying 330,000 naira. Now for feeding, she did the same thing, and instead of paying 100,000 naira per person, she ended up paying 90,000 naira and got a hidden discount of 10,000 naira. This is her own discount, right? So officially the prices still remain the same, but behind the scene the prices have been negotiated and Sandra got some deals from them. So for this hidden discounts, everything Sandra got was 45,000 naira per person, right? So that 45,000 naira discount she got on each of her travelers, then you multiply it by the 15 people that bought her offer, you can see that Sandra made an additional of 675,000 naira. That is not a part of the markup profit of 3.7 she made initially, right? This is an additional profit. So if you do your math very well, you see that Sandra has actually made around 4 point something and still counting just on one trip. Let's look at the third way of making profits, that is the group pricing. So this is a concept of more people, lesser amount. So Sandra, as a beginner, decided to rent a commercial bus, right, from Chisco Transport Company for the cost of 1.2 million for an 18-seater AC bus, and she will charge each of her traveler 100,000 naira, which in total for the 15 people is giving 1.5 million. Now the transport company charge her 1.2 million and Sandra got 1.5 million. You can see that it left her with a profit of 300k per trip, right? And now the company is saying if you get more travelers and get more of our buses or use our luxurious bus, we are going to be giving you lesser prices, you get. And the lesser prices she gets, the more profit she also makes. Do you get? So this is another way that Sandra has noted and said, oh, so I can even make money from group pricing, right? Okay, you know what? I'll be making plan to increase my slot in my next offer. So instead of 15 people, maybe I will just extend it to 30 or 40 people. Do you get? So this is what Sandra has decided to do in her next offer. Number four way to make money is through affiliate program. So Sandra has been excited already. You know, all these opportunities have made her to be so excited. She never knew that someone can actually make this kind of money. So she's been so excited with the opportunities available to make money in the business. And now she also discovered that she could earn more money through affiliate programs. Now, how will she make money with this? With her community and online presence, she could earn commission by promoting travel gears, services, apps, and software. Her audience are already those people that are interested and excited about travels, vacations, and all. Do you get? So let's say for instance, an eSIM or international telecom company just launched a new software which enable travelers to connect, browse and stream across borders. And they reach out to Sandra and be like, okay, Sandra, we've been seeing what you're doing. You have a brand called Go Nomad where you know you do everything about travel, and that means your audience, your community, everybody has just that one particular interest which is all about travel, right? So we would like you to promote this new product or new app that we just launched that will enable people to browse and you know all those stuff. So here is the thing, our lowest subscription is $37 and our highest is $150. So anybody you sign up, you get a 10% commission, you get. So this is another way Sandra can actually make money. So if Sandra signed up 5 people, 10 people, 50 people and so on, she's going to make 10% commission on each of the person that sign up. So this is another cool way that Sandra can actually earn, and anyone who is interested in going to this business can actually earn as well. Number five is collaborations and partnership. Sandra can also make money from collaborations and partnership. Now, since she is into planning group trips and all, she just don't want to handle everything. She don't want to process visas by herself and juggle everything. She just want to concentrate, plan beautiful trips, and make sure that her customers or clients get amazing and wonderful experience. So she decided to partner or collab with people that are already into this visa assistant or visa processing thing, right? So what she did was she collaborated with some of them, and now there is an agreement, a partnership agreement, and the people are saying, okay, you know what, let's work together. If you bring anybody you bring to me to assist the person in his or her visa processing, I'm going to give you a cut from what I am being paid, right? So let's take for instance, visa assistance fee to a certain country is 95,000 naira, and the person is saying out of that 95,000 naira that I'm being paid, I'm going to give you 8,000 naira. So let's assume this time Sandra has 20 people that wants to get visa assistance and they paid the 95,000 naira, and the person that is handling it gave Sandra 8,000 naira on each of those 20 people. You can see that with this partnership or collaboration way of making money, Sandra have just made 160,000 naira. You get, without processing visa or anything, just by collaborating with someone that will be handling this. All she has to do is coordinate and guide the client while the person focuses on making sure that their visa are processed, right? So like in this particular partnership and collaboration thing, there are a lot of opportunities in the industry. A lot of money making opportunities are endless, and if you're up and doing, you could be making so much money without even touching your other means of profit or the other profit you've made, right? So and for this you don't need to sit down, oh, because you might say I'm new into this, let me just sit down and wait. No, you don't have to sit, you have to stand up, go get these opportunities. You do understand? So this is another cool way of making money. So the next we'll be looking at is the sponsorship, right? So Sandra also discovered that, wow, so I can also make money through sponsorship. Now, in sponsorship, a company in the travel niche can pay Sandra to expose its brand to her community members or her audience. Remember that Sandra has a lot of communities, on WhatsApp, on Telegram. She has also her subscribers, YouTube, and all of that. So companies and brands are reaching out to her to promote their brand, talk about it, make video of it, tag them and all. So let's take for instance, a luggage company reaches out to Sandra and asks her to feature their latest travel luggage collection in one of their trips for a payment of 500k. And that is not all. They are going to also send a PR package, which is the set of luggage that she is to show off. So that payment of 500k is their own contribution towards the trip. You get, and remember that Sandra is to mention them, tag them, make a video, and all of that, making sure that their brand or their products are being very exposed. So that is how sponsorship works. And aside from making money, Sandra is going to be getting a lot of PR packages. Sandra Phil is so happy that her brand, Go Nomad, is becoming a successful travel brand. And she has already started making her six figures in profit in just one trip. Now, she is so thankful to CC Discover for putting out such good content for free. You can see that there are a lot of money making opportunities in group travel business, and these are also applicable to other travel niches in the industry like scholarship and education, relocation, visa assistance, etc. All you have to do is know your niche and find out the right opportunities in that niche that you can make money. Let me tell you something. If you want to make money in the group travel business or any travel business niche at all, make sure you avoid undercharging. Do not feel guilty when you charge your customers because you do not want to give them awful experiences. Remember that everything you're going to be doing over there is all around money. The second one is always negotiate with service providers in as much as they will give you their own price. Just like Sandra, make sure that you get hidden discounts, right? Then the third one is always have an emergency purse so that you won't start taxing your travelers. Okay, let everyone contribute 100 naira, contribute 500, contribute this one. No, that is not professional and is going to give your business a bad review. Always be ready at all time. Then the last one is stop trying to serve everybody. You can see that Go Nomad is specifically for working people, for CEOs, for remote workers, freelancers, and everyone that can actually work from the comfort of wherever they are. Do you get that? Are in control of their time. Sandra is not trying to serve everybody. She has decided to carve out her niche and serve a specific people, solving a particular problem for them. Now, in conclusion, you already understood how to make money in the group travel business. You are very knowledgeable to price and package your offer without any fear or doubt. Make sure you watch previous videos on module 1 and 2 so that you'll be able to understand how to set up your travel business properly. If you find this information helpful, subscribe, stay notified, like, comment, and share this video with others. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video on the final module.